there is a whole art to good digestion and eating well and enjoying our food. And in American culture, we are terrible at this. We have lost it completely. So part of good digestion is sitting, being relaxed, present, feeling calm and comfortable. Another part of good digestion is how your body, your actual, the bile is flowing into your digestive tract, the blood is flowing in your stomach, and like your body is ready for food. So if you're running around like crazy and you're really stressed, your body is not prepared for food. And when you can't stop and have a leisurely lunch like this, there are some things that you can do with herbs to kind of help tilt yourself in a good direction. And bitters, you may have heard about bitters or use them in cocktails or something. Bitters are a really classic way of doing this. It's kind of starting to get the digestion going, improving bile flow, and stimulating your appetite, getting your saliva going, preparing you to eat. So we have three different kinds. One is a cooling formula, one is a warming formula, and one is a chocolate formula. So what I think I will do, let's do it this way. I'm gonna send cooling around first to everybody. I think this is the least delicious. We'll see what you guys all think. I'll send cooling around to everybody. And you can do this one of two ways. If you are extremely careful not to touch your mouth, with bitters, you could kind of just like put a couple of drops directly on your tongue. It's generally not the best way to take herbs and alcohol, because when they're made commercially, it'll be a lot of times like grain alcohol that's used, and it's just very harsh. I made these myself. They're just made with vodka. It's not quite that strong. So you can just put them directly on your mouth, or you can add a dropper full into your water and then take a sip of it that way. So go ahead, I'll pass the cooling ones around first, and I want you to, again, kind of take it in. It's like your wine tasting. Taste it, notice what happens in your mouth and in your body, and see if you have any of those sensations of like, do you feel like something's moving in a direction, or it's a temperature, and we'll kind of see how that goes. And then we'll do the same thing with the others. And the important thing with bitters is to taste the bitter flavor. You don't need to drink that entire, like there's a lot of water in there. So you don't need to drink that whole thing if you're not in love with it.
I mean, it doesn't, I think I probably could stand, like if I really wanted to bring up a flavor, to add another dropper full, but as it is, it sort of tastes like super water. Like it's like really refreshing and really like, I don't know, it's yummy.
Let's hear a contrasting opinion from Ashley.
I don't feel that it's yummy. I like the aroma because it smells kind of almost minty.
Yes, there's peppermint in there.
I like the aroma of it, but the flavor doesn't match the aroma, which is kind of I don't know, unbalanced, I guess. But it does feel, it feels refreshing. Yeah. In a strange way, because it doesn't taste good. I'm feeling conflicted. I don't know.
Yeah. So
I don't feel very positive or very negative about it.
Yeah, I think what's happening is you're smelling the peppermint in the formula, and then and this is what happens when you're an herbalist. So in the book, the recipe uses dandelion root, which is not as strong as the gentian that's in this formula, but I had gentian on hand, so I used that, and it's the strongest bitter flavor in the plant world. So it's very, very strongly bitter. It's the most bitter thing you can possibly taste. Yeah. So let's go ahead and try the warming ones, and partly so that we don't have to pick up the cups and rinse them right now, let's all just do our best, and if you end up touching your mouth, it's fine. I have like 6 more of these that I'm going to give to you guys if you want to take them home. So if one touches you, then that just gets to go home with you. So we'll try the warming one. So the warming formula has chamomile, hawthorn berry, and orange peel in it. And chamomile is relaxing, which is very helpful for digestion because, you know, sometimes just being stressed is what gets in the way. But it's also a bitter, and it's also really, really good for promoting bile flow and helping with gallbladder health. So especially for people who are kind of cold and pale, again, you know, more warming.
I love that.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
It does,
Yeah.
it does taste a little Christmassy.
Yeah.
It's got like this,
Christmassy.
the spicy, almost like the
Mhm.
spiciness reminds me of holidays. And then I love orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's anybody notice what's happening? Having any sensations or noticing anything? If not, that's also okay.
I think the warming one kind of gave me like an actual sensation in my chest, like sort of a like, ooh, kind of centering.
I feel sleepy.
Okay. Okay. Good.